So guys, if you've been watching my first video, I've decided to change my spoiler on my XFR to this nice little carbon fibre spoiler. This edge doesn't quite fit down properly, so the body shop are going to end up having to remove my ceramic coating before they put this on and re-ceramic coat it after. They advised me to remove the grey 3M tape that's on there and replace it with black 3M tape, because the black one is a lot stronger. So I bought that off eBay. There's a lot of fake stuff around, so you've got to be careful which one you get. But it's 3M VHB black. So basically, if you look, the middle bit, the foam bit in the middle is black, where on this one, if you look, it's grey. So that's the difference. So this, although it'll stick on, it may come apart. So it's the yeah. So I've got to get this off now. So I'm gonna pull off as much as I can. There you go. It's coming off anyway.
Oh, I didn't think it would come off that easily.
That's not good. See?
Oh my gosh.
So that would have come off the car quite easy. Oh well, glad this didn't go on. Yeah, that's coming off way easy.
Yeah, bloody
So basically, I'm getting this ready to prep for the guys, the detailers. Well, they do wrapping, they do paint protection film, ceramic coating, paint correction. So that's going in there not tomorrow but the day after, which is why I've cleaned up my exhaust tips. Another video, because they're going to ceramic coat my exhaust tips as well to stop them from getting mucky and me having to clean them all the time, right?
Something we just noticed with the 3M tape, this stuff is real, but as you can see, the wording's going in the correct direction, I want to say.
And it says VHB on there as well.
Yeah.
Where this, instead of it going that way, it's going this way.
Yeah, it's just like little things like that that make it appear to be fake.
Yeah, and a lot of them you see 3.3 or mm or whatever. So this is probably just as fake.
Yeah, because
for the fact that it's coming off this easy.
Yeah, I was just
it's either they haven't degreased it properly, but you'd still think it would adhere to some of it. But this is coming off way too easy. So if you bought a spoiler from China and you got this, remove it, get some real 3M tape and put that on there, because you don't want this coming up. I did see on Facebook yesterday, actually, the guy had a different carbon fibre spoiler, and his had already kind of lifted up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He was asking how to remove it. So I gave him a link to my other video. But yeah, it's probably had the same shitty fake tape on there. Yeah, this is not 3M.
Definitely
no way.
Not. It
no
can't
way.
Be. It can't be.
No way would it come off that easy.
So if you are looking to buy 3M tape, make sure you look for the stuff with the wording going in the correct direction, like this. Because that stuff's just terrible. Look at it.
Okay, today's the day I'm taking this sucker in to have the spoiler fitted. So for those of you who haven't seen my last video, when changing the spoiler, I realised, I can't see from the angle, it's had ceramic coating on there and there's a little difference. So what I didn't want to do is put a new spoiler on and be able to see that line. So yeah, you can see it change there. So it's going into a depth where they're going to remove the ceramic coating, do a paint correction, fit the spoiler and reapply ceramic coating. And whilst they're there, they're going to do my tips. just saw my wife waiting for me. She obviously didn't know exactly where it was, but hey, she's over there somewhere. There she is, right next to our gym. Anyway, so this is the deck. They've moved premises to a much bigger place. They used to be around the corner. So this is the car without the spoiler. Right, here we go. The depth perception. See, here we go. Mercedes. And this is the sort of cars they work on, right? Hi Mark, you alright?
Alright?
Yeah.
How's things?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So how long have you been in this place?
November.
Oh, is it already? Okay.
It's actually misshapen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just this edge. This front edge here.
So he's just dropped off his car at Dent, ready to have his bits and pieces done on the spoiler, before the spoiler. Are you excited?
No, because I'll lose my car for 2 days.
It means he's got my Mini for 2 days.
No,
Yay.
you're going to be taking around every day. Sure.
Yeah, true.
It's a nice warm sunny morning, nice and dry ahead. Helen's doing some gardening, which is nice. Thank you, Helen. And my battery for some reason died last night, so now it's on charge. Must have been really cold. Anyway, time to try and put my spoiler on. So I've got my spoiler out. I've got my new black 3M tape, 3M VHB, which is what the body shop kind of recommended. I've also got some Tiger Seal, which I'm going to use because if you've seen on the previous video, this edge doesn't sit down properly. So it's going to be a bit of a bugger trying to fit this. But first off, what I've got to do is degrease the inside of this using IPA or alcohol or brake cleaner if you got some, whatever you got lying around. Kind of degrease that and then stick this on. Okay, get the degreaser on the rag, nice clean rag, and get it as clean as you can. Obviously the cleaner you get it, the better it's going to stick. You don't want it coming off. I'm going to have to repeat this on the back of the car as well, making sure that side is degreased. I'll do that later on when I'm ready. Okay, so I've applied it all the way down in one single line each side, all the way to the end, and then filled in the gap on the end. You'll see why later on. But it's important that you have one continuous line all the way down. Okay. So if you guys watched my first video, when I removed my old spoiler, I had a ceramic coating issue, which I got looked at, but ended up having to have a respray because it was actually some clear coat lacquer. So someone had sprayed it for some reason and left the old spoiler on, and that's what it was. So it needed to be flattened back, sanded back and resprayed to get a nice finish to where I'm ready to go on to now. So now I've got the tape on, I'm going to offer it back up. Now if you remember, this side's out of shape. So I'm just going to put it back on to where it should line up. Everywhere else lines up perfectly fine. It's just this edge. You see how much it lifts up. Because it's carbon fibre, it doesn't flex. Not very easily anyway. So there's a lot of pressure I have to put on to try and get it down. So, but if I get that flat and this edge flat, look how much space there is in here. I can almost get my little finger underneath. So I can't just clamp those edges down and think I'll leave it like that. As in with, you know, fill it back up with Tiger Seal or something like that. because it's too big of a gap. So I've got to figure out how to do this and kind of make it. It's never going to be perfect, and I understand that. I need to make it so it doesn't look like that, because that would drive me nuts. So what I'm doing now is just checking a method of how I would do this before I even try and attempt it. So I'm thinking these 2 ratchet straps, keep tension, obviously when I've done them up, keep tension in the center, but I'm not going to put them down yet. And I've got some G-clamps, which I'll put at the ends. So I should apply pressure all the way across, as evenly as possible, and let the tiger seal dry. You see here, it's just slightly raised. And I think with a G-clamp, it will go, see?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I kind of know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use 2 G-clamps and 2 ratchet straps, and I think we're going to be pretty good. But first, I've already washed this off, but you got like little drying mats. That's okay. I'm going to use the alcohol-based IPA and degrease this. And I want to polish this after it's all done. I just needed to degrease it. Everywhere it's going to be. I'll give the car a wash tomorrow, completely.
You can wash mine too if you like.
Maybe.
Thanks,
If you're lucky.
I'm feeling lucky.
So the next job is to apply tiger seal and get it on the car as quick as possible, right? I know it takes a little time to go off and set. I've got black tiger seal because of course my car is black, it's carbon fibre. I'm going to apply it down the middle and around here. I'm going to have to be careful that I don't put too much in because I want it to be able to spread. So don't try filling it up because it'll just get caught in there. So it's going to be a smallish line in there. Obviously where the problem end is, which is this end, I'm going to put more in and as much as I can around here. So that's what I'm going to start. But this stuff's horrible, guys, so make sure you use gloves and have some rags ready, okay, just in case. You know, it's like when you're doing silicone sealant, but what you don't want to do is put on your fingers. This stuff sticks like hell. Fancy a little inspection, babe?
Yeah, I could do with one actually. It's been a while.
Anyway, it's good. Stop. So I'm not going to go too close to the edge. I'm just going to weave this pattern in. That should have plenty of space for it to travel out once it's squished down. Now guys, remember, I'm only doing this because this spoiler is misshapen. If yours isn't misshapen, don't use tiger seal. Yeah, this stuff sticks so well. If you're going to get it off, you'll end up having to respray your boot again.
So this thing's never coming off then?
No, it's never coming off. Okay, that should be fine. I'm going to put this down out of the way. Right, so method of doing this. I'm going to take the backing off these edges and the ends of these strips, so then pull them out to the sides. So I'm going to have about that much uncovered. The rest I'm going to leave on. That leaves some tabs out the sides. When you get in a position you're happy, because the tiger seal will let it move around. Once you're happy and you pressed it in, you can pull the strip out and then stick it down, okay? You don't want to just take it all off and go boom, because it might be in the wrong place and you're stuck. So this is what I meant, guys. So you've got a sticky patch on this end and with the tape edges around the back. Same on the other end. I'm gonna, because this is the problem side, I'm gonna leave that one last. But then I've got to offer up. I can use the middle. I'm just gonna line up roughly first. Use the middle to guide it in. Let me just see. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's lined up. Yep, so I'm gonna put it in position so it's down and in. Bring it out to the side, press down. Just gonna do the same on that side. See if it sticks. It probably won't. It has at the moment, but the back isn't. Right, so now I'm sure this edge is going to pop up, I know that. So now I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to leave it there for a sec whilst I push this down. Into position. Again, down and in, okay? The boot's not shut all the way because I'm charging my battery. But now I'm happy with that, I think. Just check the rest. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Made a boo-boo, tape snapped. So I just got to lift this a little bit, make sure there's no pressure. But I've got the other side out, right? That's why you leave both sides out. Just gonna lift this up. Camera. There you go.
Oh god, I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time you were just doing that piece.
I'll do the same on the bottom. Quite happy with that. It's looking good, but if you come around here, you can see how much is lifted. So I'm going to have to get that down, right? So we'll come down with a clamp. So now I'm quite happy with that. I just need to hold it in the middle before I start clamping this edge. And that's why I've got these ratchet straps and pieces of cardboard. Okay. Checking this as I go. If you look in the side here, it's actually pretty well lined up, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to clamp it anyway just to make sure this edge doesn't come up. So I'm actually going to use a G-clamp and some cardboard. So oh. Try and do it in such a way that I can see. I'm not clamping it too hard, I'm just preventing it from opening. Just holding it in place. Okay, that's good. Now for this side, you see how much that's up, but it will pinch down, trust me. So I'm going to put that over there, put that down there. I'm putting the floating head of the G-clamp on this side because this side is the angled side. And that's another reason why you can't really tighten up too much, because it's on a chamfered edge, so it's gonna want to move away. I'm quite happy with this. Looking nice and flat. See what it's like later, but so that's clamped in position there. It's being held there, not too tight, like I said. The one there and another on the other side. Put these on just in case these fall off, because over time they could go free and hit down. So got it to save it, just in case. I'm going to come and check it. I thought I'll come out and check the progress. Check it's still against it, which it is. It looks pretty good, pretty flat. So Tiger Seal, I was looking at the data sheet. So it takes 24 hours to set totally. Focus. 24 hours to set totally on a thickness of 1/4 inch. But this is obviously a lot thinner, so it shouldn't take 24 hours. I'm going to leave it on there as long as I can, just to make sure, because I know this stuff has got to grab. So I'll leave it on there until tonight. Interesting thing, when feeling across there, it's got slight ridges in it now, from probably where this is being squeezed, and that's having to shift. And the heat's on it, and I can't see any cracks or anything, I can just feel little ridges. So maybe it's kind of relaxed or changing shape slightly with the pressure. But this side is still 100% smooth. So I'm not too worried. You can't really see it, it's only because I felt it. It's very slight undulation. Starting there and coming to the end there. So this little section here. Not looking bad. It's been on for about 5.5 hours. Got another hour before sunset, so I'm going to leave it on there for another hour. I have been contacted by another guy on YouTube that's got the same spoiler, and he's actually fitting his today as well. He had the exact same problem where this side has been higher than the other side. So I think it's down to the molds in China, where I've actually seen that they use wooden molds. So this side must have warped slightly. So anything that you buy there new now of this type is probably going to have the same problem. So bear that in mind, guys. If you're going to buy that, buy this one, you're probably going to have to do the same method of what I'm doing now. Time to take it off. The sun's coming down. It's starting to get cold as well. I just hope 6 hours, 6.5 hours actually, is enough time. Looks nice there. See how well that fits there? Yeah, it's good. Okay. Looking good.
It is.
Just gonna leave this loose for a second. Whilst I undo this, make sure it's set. Moment of truth, guys.
God.
It's down. It's good. It's on. Right. Confident enough to take this off now. Cool.
Looks good, babe.
Just time to wash the car tomorrow and give it a polish, I think, and it's all done.
Bye.